Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear brothers and sisters around the world, or human beings, humanity, I've come again so that we can look at Islam. First of all, I will extend my salutation, which is Assalamu alaikum, to all living human beings on planet Earth. My people, you are all living Muslims on planet Earth. I say it again. You are all living Muslims living on planet Earth. With that, I do understand that many of you in modern times have a notion of thinking that you have other beliefs. But if you are to examine those beliefs, which you consider to be your religion, those beliefs are contradictory to your own life. And that contradictions have happened to you because you believe your religion is different from that from which the religion from Islam, the most beautiful religion from which we are created. I repeat it again, that all living men and women on planet Earth, you are all Muslims, whether you like it or not. You are all living Muslims on planet Earth, whether you like to hear it or not. With that, we are going to look at what is Islam exactly to you as a person somewhere either in Guinea-Conakry or Lagos, Nigeria, or Ghana, Accra, or Namibia, or South Africa, or Kenya. I'm going to kind of zoom in at this beautiful interpretation of the beautiful Ashahada, or the beautiful name Allah. Let's look at it closely. My people, if you look at that beautiful holy name in the black characters, there is a name of Allah which shows the characters, or which shows, that's the most holy, beautiful name of Allah, which shows how the brain of a human being sits in the skull of a living human being. And it's only Allah who created every living human being that made that signature, that holy, beautiful signature of his name, that men and women should understand who created them. You many people of modern times, young men especially, and young women, everyone, because I said every living human being on this planet is a Muslim. You still studying, some of you are at universities or school or biology, you do study what you call biology. If you examine with whatever, you will see that a human brain have what we call two sections, a left section and a right section, or a right section and the left section, if you are viewing the brain of a human being from the forehead. But if you are to view the brain of a human being from the sides, that means the ears, it has 5 subsections. And those 5 subsections are clearly visible in this very holy, beautiful name of Allah. And the other, we started with the 2 sections of the brain. the left section, as well as the right section, or the right section and the left section. The two sections are, I would say, if you look at that will show you the right section, and that is the left section. The right section and the left section. It looks like a doubling, a character written by human beings known as a W in the English language or European alphabet language. If you were to view the brain of a human being from the sides, it will show you 5 subsections. We start with this one. That is section 1. That is section 2. That is section 3, whereby you see where it looks like a continuous W. That is a section where the ear is of a human being, the section of the ear, and the continuous part of it which goes around and it meets another section of the whatever. That is the section of the brain where it joins the nervous system of the body of a human being. So that tells you that you are a Muslim. You are a living Muslim on planet Earth. If you were to follow the beliefs which you've conjectured as living human beings of modern times, I would say to you that you'll be in conflict with your own bodies, because your brain, the two sections of the brain, assigned by Allah that you are a Muslim. And the other 5 subsections of the brain are also appear in that holy divine name of Allah, the holy signature, which shows that Allah created a human being. Because, my people, you medics and whatever and young men, to construct the brain of the brain, what you call a brain, it's not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing. Men and women may work for centuries and years and whatever. No man will ever be able to construct a brain of a human being. He who designed it and constructed it and put eyes on it and whatever says, my people, you are all living Muslims on planet Earth. Because if you kind of deviate from the most holy, beautiful religion, from which Allah created the brain that gives a human being, even though it's a little percentage of what you call reasoning, whereby you can recognize your mother, you can say good morning to your mother, you can recognize your father, you can say good morning or good afternoon to your father. That percentage tells you that indeed Allah gave you something that you should kind of respect, because I wouldn't take you to the whatever, because I wouldn't take you to the other side of animals, because all living creations on this planet, their religion is Islam, without any question, except for human beings. Human beings are the one who turn around and say, "Oh, I'm an Orthodox Pentecostal Christian. I'm a Christian. I'm a whatever. They have so many whatever that they identify themselves with." But my people, with your deviation from the religion that Allah created you from, I think you can see where the world is today. Or what you can see, you with your own, you can identify your problems, health problems. Because in Islam, Allah says, my people, He laid down a very beautiful holy law, which is a prevention is better than cure. Do not consume alcohol. Because when Allah created you, your body does not have the mechanisms and the know-how to process the alcohol toxin gunk from your body. And for your information, when you consume alcohol, the first thing that the toxins and whatever is in alcohol does to the human red and white blood cells is to kill the electrical spasms in every red and white blood cell in a human body. With that, you are left to the dogs. And when I say to the dogs, you are left to disease, cancer, cancer of the brain. You are left with no kidney. You are left with no liver. And if you're a woman, many of you, some who consume alcohol, you've had children who have medical disorders. Because every unit of alcohol that you put in your body as a woman goes straight into the reproductive system, that is the ovaries, which looks after the egg from which you produce your child. And when alcohol enters that ovaries, the ovaries, it destroys the original layer of mucus that looks after the egg, and then it sets up its own alcohol toxin gunk mucus, which causes the egg that goes into the ovaries to be killed or damaged straight away, which will result in you having a child who is either severely with a severe medical disorder or a mild medical disorder. But you don't need to have a child kind of with a severe medical disorder or a mild medical disorder. But because you thought that you are not a Muslim, you thought that you are not a Muslim and you can drink as much as 20 bottles of cognac, whiskey, and John Walker, and Jack Daniels, and whatever every night. And then you thought that you can have children too. No. And with alcohol in your body as a man or woman, it has a very deadly effect on your body, on every muscle tissue. It has what we call a decaying, boiling, rotting effect on every muscle tissue, because it killed the electrical spasm in every red blood cell. So after it has triggered off a decaying, rotting, boiling effect, you find that every part of your body is kind of in pain in the morning, pain everywhere, because every muscle tissue is circulated with alcohol. Because when you consume alcohol, it will never go out of your body, because the body does not know how to process, how to remove it. With that, you get in your 40s or less, and you have to get a walking stick, if not a wheelchair, to be able to move around, because your legs will be kind of shattered with rotten, boiling, destroyed with boiling, rotting, kind of decaying effect of alcohol on every muscle tissue. And that boiling, rotting, whatever effect, and affects the entire joints in your body, every muscle tissue, even causing dementia, causing the heart to go out, to lose all its natural structures of balanced structures of rotation sequencing cycles. Every organ in your body will be kind of put out of its natural rotation sequencing order because of alcohol. I was just trying to tell you that you are all living Muslim, my people. You are living Muslim on planet Earth. So, as we've seen that you are Muslims, you are not allowed to cause what we call psychological mutilation of others, that is abuse or whatever, and you're not allowed to cause physical mutilation of others. That's when you mutilate others physically, either by beating them or whatever. It's not allowed. Because you're Muslim, they are Muslims. In some parts of the world, you have people who say, yeah, we are this we are this sect of Muslims or this sect of Muslims. And I've not seen it in some parts kind of grow, taking places, taking whatever in Africa. My people, Africans, I will give you something that you have to remember as Africans, especially the people of West Africa and in the Gambia. My people of the Gambia, you know very well Islam is a religion not new to you. And you shouldn't allow people who say to you, we are Ahmadiyya, we are Shia, we are this and this of Muslims, sects. Because those very sects, which originally come either from Pakistan or India, in those countries, those very sects, they murder their fellow whatever every other day. You will hear the sect, the Ahmadiyya sect went and bombed the Shia sect, the whatever sect, went and bombed there. So don't allow these sects, because in the Gambia here, we've been Muslims. If I tell you 10,000 centuries, I'll be telling you very little. Because we're the people who built the stone circles, and we build the stone circles as a proof of the holy signature of the Quran. Any circle that you see, any stone circle structure you see around the world, it testifies of a letter Q. And letter Q, its original terminology and interpretation is Quran, the Holy Quran, the Book of Allah. The Holy Quran, or the letter Q, is a character which the Europeans use to identify, to say they have their meaning for it. But we, the people who started that signature, because we are guided by Allah, we built in the Gambia, and we built it, we set it all over the world, even those who go to Mecca every other year. One of the places that you people visit in Mecca, that place is a stone circle built by men who came from the Gambia, the most pure men that has ever stood on this planet. So here in the Gambia, in the West Africa, my people, be reminded of your true religion. Don't allow people with whatever who think that Islam is a new religion. No, it's not. It was revealed to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as a reminder that Allah, the Most Holy Glorified Almighty Allah, has sent and approved a religion that should be put in every heart and mind of men, with laws, divine holy laws, that guides men and women, that Islam is the religion from which all men and women were created. So my people, do not ever deviate from the truth, or else those wolves which say we are Ahmadiyyas, we are Shia, to them Islam it looks like a new religion. But we left landmarks over. We left 113 stone circles in Spain alone. We left over 30 stone circles in England. We left all over the world 800 stone circles in America alone. And 1,000 and whatever stone circles in Egypt, and 9 stone circles in Saudi Arabia. One of which I said that you people, when you travel for Hajj, you have, when you're doing your Arafah, one of that place is a stone circle built by men who came from the Gambia, the wise men, the great pure men of Islam. Allahu Akbar, ashhadu la ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar, ashhadu la ilaha illallah. My people, Islam is the most holy, beautiful religion that every living creation that you look at in every direction, its religion is Islam. It's Islam. And every muscle tissue on your body as a living human being is built by red and white blood cells. The religion of every red and white blood cell in a human being, that religion is Islam. So with that, my people, respect and love Islam, or else you can look at people who have been, who say, we are not Muslims, and you see what exactly they mean when they are being either pulled and taken on a trolley into what we call an ICU theater in order to open their chest so that they can put their hearts together on a temporary kind of procedure. With Islam, if you follow Islam as it was revealed and guided to human beings by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, my people, you have no problem whatsoever. Quran Allah, Azan, Tawrat Allah, Azan. My people, Islam is the most holy, beautiful religion from which you were all created. Next time I will come here, I'll be able to show you what goes on while you are in the womb. And before I go, while you are in the womb, you are given two tasks. That is to bear witness that there is no deity worthy of worship except Allah, and to bear witness that, or to take atakabir. Those are oaths, divine oaths that every egg takes before it's given a chance to be opened the door to come to this planet. Divine holy oath, of which, as when you are a few months on this planet, Allah reminds your parents that this child that you are holding was given to divine oath, which grow as the first two teeth. In your modern language, you call them milk teeth. You call them milk teeth because you kind of through your whatever the language that interprets the spiritual whatever of Allah, and you adopted your own ways to suit your deviation ways. Those are in spiritual. The first two teeth in a baby's mouth, they are the evidence that Allah sends and writes in the mouth of a child today to the parents that this child indeed accepted and adhere to the law, two divine holy laws, two divine holy oaths, which is Ashahad Atakbir and Ashahad Surat Mustaqim. That's why he or he is a living baby on planet Earth. My people, you are all living Muslims on planet Earth. And as newborn babies, many of you women who have given birth today or you are about to give birth, make sure you listen to the sound that comes out of your baby's throat, because she cannot use her tongue. She has never spoken any word. As soon as she comes out of your womb, she says the most holy, beautiful name, Allah. Though in modern times, men and women think that the baby is crying. No. The baby says, Allah, 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 in order to identify herself to you as a mother who carried her for 9 months. Because she does not know how you look like, and you don't know how the baby you carried for 9 months looks like. So Allah commands that baby with a very holy signature in the throat of every human being, which Allah commands, and the baby is able to identify themselves to their mother, that Allah created me, with that name mentioned to everyone who hears, demands security, peace. The same way you as a 30-year-old girl, a 30-year or 40-year man, the same whatever you say to your mother. And you are a living human being today. Because you testified the holy name of Allah. And if you turn around and say, I am a Christian, I am this and that, I'm a Pentecost, you can go and study what these things mean. I will say something very few words about the how Jesus, whom you follow, was murdered, mutilated. Even when you look at the pictures that you may have in your house today, you might see that there's a throne, a crown of thorn on his head. There's wounds stripped naked. If you were in your 20s and someone strips you naked and puts a throne of whatever on your head, a throne of a crown of thorn on your head, strips you naked, beats you and every part of your body is dripping with blood, would you then follow the Christian religion? They do kind of strip you in what you call psychological mutilation of others and physical mutilation of others. If you're lucky that you're not kind of shot by a bullet, then you'll be kind of disabled in one way or the other by alcohol. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You are all living Muslims on this planet. Those who say otherwise, may your own very whatever belief become a punishment, a disease. Show you the diseases that it carries, the burden of diseases that accompanies what you call your belief of Christian, of bloodshed. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. You are all living Muslims on this planet. Allahu Akbar. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.